My name's Jer, and I'm going across Canada so that I can come back and catch every single Fringe festival I possibly can and ask as many people as possible what is Fringe theater and Canadian theater and what's its place in North America, and well, this is that to theater.
Alright, my name is Leon Potter. I have been working in theater for a very long time. Yeah, about 20 years now, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
What do you love about theater?
it was fun, and that was the first part of it. I will admit to you fully that the first reason I got into it, I went to an all-boys school for my high school years, and when I was first taken to an audition, it was at the all-girls school. So my original impetus was to meet girls. That's what I got into theater for. Then it dawned on me the power that a spoken word can have in front of an audience. The first taste I got of it was actually during a production of King Lear, where I was playing the Earl of Kent. That here I was on the stage in shackles, and I was looking out directly at the audience, and I had them right here, and they were just hanging on everything, and I realized, wow, this is something you can't do with film. You can't look the audience in the eye and speak to them and connect with them in that way.
Yeah.
So there's that side, which I adore.
In Nanaimo, what is the theater community like?
It's cute. There isn't a huge audience here, but there's an enormous amount of support amongst the theatrical people in town to do the work, right? So we don't have the population, we don't have the interest for a big 3-week run, 6-week run, things along those lines. It doesn't, it can't, especially north of Victoria.
Yeah.
Right, that can't really happen. I mean, Chemainus has got its musical, like there's the biggies that are making it work, and that's fantastic. It's wonderful. For the smaller, fringier side of life, there's not as much of an audience out there, right? There's not as much money out there, and things along those lines, and that's fine. But there is an enormous amount of support, right? And I love that. I actually like the theater community that we have here.
How would you describe Canadian theater?
We have a fantastic satirical wit to us that a lot of other countries don't really get. We laugh at ourselves a lot, but at the same time, inside of that laughter and inside of that, there's always been a depth to it, right? There's a phenomenal depth to Canadian theater, Canadian writing, right? Which has always been there, right from the beginning, right from people like Merrill Dennison and people like that, right? Who's writing about what life is like in the Canadian North and things along those lines are fraught with laughing at these tragic circumstances that would be seen as a massive hardship, but we kind of shrug our shoulders and go, oh well.
What is Fringe theater?
And when I was living in Vancouver, it was like Christmas time. You buy a pass and you go down, and it's a chance to reunite with a whole bunch of friends and things along those lines, and you see everything that everybody's doing, and it's great, right? None of it has very much money. Fringe becomes about how much you can do with how little. Know what I mean? Yeah. Right? I can do this much with this much. Right? Take what you've got, make what you want.
That's cool. What inspires you to continue with theater?
All of these different ideas, playing with the fact that you have a live audience, a captivated audience for a period of time, and that you are standing in front of them, right, and going, here I am, I'm going to tell you this story, come with me. All right? And that's cool. I like that.
That's excellent.
That totally rocks.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem. It's been fun having you here, man.
Hey, man, it's been good being here.
Yeah.